We were just complimenting you on your fabulous name.
Ah, thank
It
you.
suits you.
Gosh, it
What's
got
behind
sweeter.
you?
That's the Schitt's Creek book. Warmest regards. Best wishes.
Ah,
I actually got that same book.
No way.
I went to see Daniel Levy talk in London because I watched Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek was
he's
so
hilarious.
good.
I'm sad it's ended.
Like I can't believe it. I watched the whole thing. I think COVID. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. But do you know what else is so good? Here we go.
David, like
YouTube.
when we acted, like when they
I'm like
did.
the older woman that was so
Yeah,
dramatic.
it's like wow, yeah, like
Moira,
start trying to keep A-lister. I love it.
Moira Rose. We love
Moira,
Moira Rose. Yes,
Are
Moira.
you Australian?
I am Australian living in
Oh, I heard
Dublin.
it. Ah,
Wow.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad you were able to pick it up, Mel. But let's
Yeah.
bring it back to you two because
Okay,
Okay.
I
fine. Whatever you want to
absolutely
say, mate.
we need work on that, Danny. But
Yeah,
I
no, I agree.
absolutely I loved you two.
No, no. We got no.
No.
You
No,
say no with the Australian accent?
no, no.
Oh, right. Okay. I stand
So,
corrected. Go on.
so we've had a long day,
We have.
Oh, I totally understand.
but
That's
we're
why I'm
fine. We're
thrilled.
happy to speak to you, Miss Bellissimo.
Very happy.
Well, I'm
Bellissimo.
I'm really happy to be here. But Mel, when you started this, I love that you said, "Why did my kids want me to do this when there's such an
Exactly.
element
They
of
tricked
danger?"
me. They tricked me into it.
Did you chat to
Yeah,
them
I
after
literally went
this?
home and I said, "Really? Do you know what I've done?" They were like, "Oh, you're fine, Mum." But it was such an eye-opening experience for me. I loved every minute of it, even if I was scared and terrified and sleep deprived. Looking back on it, I loved it.
Mel, what did you think you were signing up for?
Well, I mean, I know Bear Grylls and I've done his show before, but
Yeah.
it was sold to me, Costa Rica, I've never been to before. It's a very spiritual place surrounded by nature. I didn't know there was like a bear pit involved. I didn't know who else was going to be involved in
Mm.
it with all the challenges. So yeah, I just went with it.
Danny, what about you? I mean, what did you think you were getting into, and what was the reality like when you actually got there?
Yeah, it was interesting. Like the fact is, I signed up same reason. Bear, Costa Rica, I'm in. And then the way they sold it to us, like we didn't really know what was coming or how it was
No,
going. But for me to like be in a reality show and be like, be as I am 24/7 and comfortable in that way, that was like the reason why I did the show because I felt, the way that the media portray people over years and so on. I thought, let's go do an environment. Let's go put ourselves in a situation where we're challenging ourselves, we're being vulnerable, we're being open,
challenging yourself is a very
yourself too.
brave thing to
Yeah.
do.
And then all of us were able just to like be ourselves. And from that, we created such a beautiful environment
Well,
within
you
in the
did.
house.
You were kind of the champion of just,
Mm,
everyone be their true, authentic selves. It's
mm.
okay.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
that's why I think I like this because I'm not into the reality TV shows, and
Yeah,
I
me
know there's a place
neither.
for
Me
them.
neither. I
But
feel you on that.
yeah, but the bitchy ones, I'm not into the bitchy ones,
No,
right?
me
I
neither.
like
Me neither.
nice, and
Yeah.
this was yes. Come on, there were ups and downs, but that is real life. There's no bitchiness for bitchy's sake.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you said it so spot on there. And like, it's not anyone's fault in the reality shows that have been and gone, but it's just the culture and what has been. But now we
This
had the
was
opportunity to
different.
do something different. I think Bear also had
Yeah,
a vision of testing people in this format. So actually you could see their true souls, their true selves coming out. And in
yeah,
doing so, like you said, there was definitely moments of tension and uproar and moments like within any family that rise up. But we actually
yeah.
all figured our way out between it in a really like beautiful way. So it was brilliant.
And let's not forget, Bear has a sick sense of humor because this was all his idea.
It's true.
Bear pit, and I'm going to hunt them down. What?
Mel, what's that like? Because like it's
Terrifying.
yeah, so
Terrifying.
because it's only an hour, but it's not only an hour, is it? Like that
Oh my
hour feels
God.
like
It's like
forever.
every second feels so long. You get the first to get going, and the second bears after you, then another third one, another explosion. Oh, somebody's being caught, time's ticking because you've got no concept of time.
Yeah.
Because back at base, we had no clocks, no TVs, no iPhones. So you are totally thrown to the wolves, and you only have each other and yourself to hang on to, basically.
Yeah.
Danny, what was that like? Because it wasn't just the challenges, it was also being amongst each other. What was that aspect like?
Yeah, that was super interesting as well. Like the challenge element, I really enjoyed, and I enjoyed putting myself in different physical situations. But I felt emotionally, everyone's coming at things from different angles,
Yeah.
and how's this all going to play out? Everyone's got their own stuff in life going on. Add tension, add heat, add being away from your family,
Mm.
uncomfortable scenarios. You're going to actually see the true soul and essence of everyone in this situation. And in doing so, like you create a show where it's authentic, it's true, and it's something which I think is needed on TV because
Yeah.
there's so much of people wanting to be a type of way or portray
Mm.
themselves, which I also understand that over the years you want to do that because you can feel uncomfortable. But with this, it just cuts the cheese, it just goes straight down the middle.
It does.
No one told Danny to take his top off and parade around. That was authentic within itself. And it was really lovely to wake up to every morning.
Well,
Like, oh,
It was
there he
hot.
goes.
It was hot.
well, Mel,
Hot.
I could feel the heat coming off the screen for lots of different reasons. Mel, I like that everyone was open, and I love you because you do not hold back. And I love when you're talking about Victoria's 50th, and you're just like, you know what? We got up there, we sang, and I was just like, why aren't we doing this in a stadium? Why are we doing it in this tiny room?
That's my northernness coming out, my
But
working class northernness.
are you still pushing for that? Because there's the
I
love for
always
that.
am.
We
I
want it.
always am. But I'm one of five. So,
Yeah.
it's up to the others.
I got my own private concert. One morning, I woke up and
Sounds so rude when you say it, though. You were in
nothing
the
I say
shower.
sounds rude. Nothing I say sounds rude. It's just what you put to it. So I've gone up, I've gone in the shower.
Naked,
Well,
after parading round, with his little tighty
who
thingies.
showers with their clothes on, Mel?
I know, but it was just, the whole thing.
There was a metal
A
gate in
tiny
between
piece
us.
of wood.
It's not see-through.
That sounds even worse that I've said that.
So
A big slab of wood was in between us.
I'm there showering, and all I hear is when two become one. I need some love like I never needed love before. Wanna make
And then he goes,
two
"What's up, darling?"
I'm waking up to a Spice Girls concert, so I'm thinking, you're right. They should do that in a stadium, not in a shower in Costa Rica. Like, I feel you on that.
But you
Yeah.
stayed longer in Costa Rica, didn't you? Was it that time round, or did you go
No,
back?
I went back like a month later.
So beautiful. It's
Yeah.
the most beautiful spiritual place.
Yeah, the culture's amazing.
Do you know what's so beautiful? Getting to be in this room with you two. I have loved every minute. I
Aw.
don't want to go.
You should have seen us earlier. Danny was doing like a real good TikTok dance.
She was, listen, she made me do it.
Of course she did. Of course.
When Mel says do something, you do it. 'Cause, there's some girl power behind it. You got to respect.
Well, do you know what? I have to go. I don't want to go. But thank you so much for your time. You guys
Thank
are fun
you.
and fabulous.
Thank you. We're going to bring out
Aw.
a TV show, I think.
I think you do.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
What, naked and raw?
What?
No idea what I said.
Mel, what you said's fine. Is it what you
Because
said?
you're naked and I'm like real and raw.
Yeah.
If you put it in that, I know what I mean. We'll talk
I know
later.
what you mean. It was
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
What she said.
Guys, thank